Chosen one. Don't dismiss this moment as just another video. There are times when what seems ordinary carries a message you were meant to hear, and this may be one of those moments. Something is happening around your life that you cannot see with your natural eyes, yet it is quietly shaping what comes next. If you leave before hearing this through, you could miss the very encouragement your heart has been searching for. Because the truth is, there is a battle unfolding around you. Not the kind that's visible to everyone, but one that influences conversations, opens unexpected doors, and moves hearts in ways you never imagined. Even now, things are shifting behind the scenes for your good. And before we go any further, type Amen in the comments if you believe God is working for you even when you can't see it. Stay with me, because by the end of this message, you'll understand why certain events in your life have unfolded the way they have, why some people have entered your path, and why others have quietly stood beside you without you even realizing it. There is someone who trusts you far more deeply than you know. Their confidence in you is not based on appearances or empty words. It comes from what they've seen in your character, your consistency, and the quiet strength you've carried through difficult seasons. That trust is becoming part of something much bigger than you realize. Even now, unseen pieces are falling into place. Decisions are being shaped. Conversations are happening. Hearts are being influenced. All because of what has already been planted through the life you've lived. You may not be aware of it, but your name is being spoken in places you've never entered. People are defending you when you're not there. Others are recommending you, believing in you, and standing up for you without expecting anything in return. This isn't luck. It isn't a coincidence. It's the fruit of the integrity you've chosen when no one was watching. While you wondered if your efforts mattered, God was arranging meetings, guiding conversations, and allowing your name to rise where it truly counted. Someone recognized something in you that others overlooked. They saw beyond your actions and into your heart. Now that trust is beginning to move things forward, even against resistance. There is activity taking place behind the scenes that you cannot measure with your eyes. That's why you cannot allow doubt to convince you that nothing is happening. The battle surrounding you isn't only about opposition, it's about positioning. It's about who is willing to stand beside you. It's about who speaks on your behalf when you're not in the room. Perhaps you've been misunderstood. Perhaps you've been underestimated. Maybe you've even felt invisible. Yet none of those things have stopped what God has been preparing for your life. The trust someone has placed in you wasn't earned through perfection. It grew from something much deeper. They saw qualities in you that others failed to notice. And because of that, doors that once seemed impossible are beginning to unlock. When those opportunities appear, they may feel sudden, but they won't be sudden at all. They've been developing quietly for much longer than you realize. You've carried burdens without complaining. You've questioned whether anyone noticed your sacrifices. You've wondered if choosing patience over frustration was worth it. But hear this clearly. Nothing you've done with a sincere heart has been wasted. Every moment you chose peace instead of anger. Every time you stayed faithful when quitting seemed easier. Every act of kindness that no one applauded. Every decision to keep your integrity when compromise looked more rewarding. All of it was building something greater than you could see. That is what created the trust now surrounding you. A trust that speaks louder than criticism, stronger than rumors, greater than doubt. Someone believes in you with unwavering confidence, and because of that belief, opportunities are beginning to emerge that you never had to chase. This isn't random. It's alignment. It's the natural result of who you've become through every season you've endured. There have been voices that questioned your value, people who doubted your ability, people who misunderstood your intentions, but those voices are losing their influence. Instead, stronger voices are speaking in your favor with conviction, wisdom, and confidence. The battle may be invisible, but it is absolutely real. Even now, decisions are quietly turning in your favor. Paths are being cleared, obstacles are being removed. You don't have to force every door open because God is already preparing the right ones. That's why you must stay steady. Don't allow fear to push you into rushing. Don't let impatience tempt you to abandon the place where God has positioned you. You're much closer than you think to seeing what has been forming behind the scenes all along. If these words are touching your heart, take a moment to let me know in the comments what you're believing God for. Your testimony may become the encouragement someone else desperately needs. Now listen carefully. Someone trusts you not only because of what you're capable of doing, they trust you because of who you are. They've seen your integrity. They've witnessed your resilience. They've watched you remain standing when others would have walked away. That kind of trust is rare. And because it's genuine, it's carrying influence that reaches far beyond what you currently understand. Doors that once remained closed are beginning to open. You may not yet know who is behind those opportunities. You may not recognize every conversation that's taking place. But soon, you'll begin to notice undeniable signs that things are changing. What once demanded endless struggle will begin moving toward you with surprising ease. Don't allow yesterday's disappointments to blind you to what God is doing today. He knows how long you've waited. He knows every moment you felt forgotten. He remembers every season when you questioned whether your faithfulness mattered. Those seasons weren't the end of your story. They were preparing you for this one. Everything you've experienced has been leading toward a moment when scattered pieces begin fitting together in ways that finally make sense. This battle has never been simply about winning. It's about placing you exactly where you belong. It's about positioning you where your gifts, your character, and your purpose can finally flourish. And the trust someone has placed in you is one of the keys God is using to bring that purpose into view. There has also been protection over your life in ways you may never have recognized. Situations that could have wounded you were quietly redirected. People with harmful intentions were kept farther away than you realized. There were moments when you wondered why certain plans fell apart, why certain relationships ended, why certain opportunities disappeared. Looking back, you'll begin to understand something important. Those weren't punishments. They were protection. God wasn't taking something good away from you. He was leading you away from what couldn't carry your future and drawing you closer to what truly belongs in your life. And as the trust surrounding you continues to reveal its purpose, you'll finally understand why those unexpected changes were necessary. Stay grounded. Stay humble. Because when these new doors begin opening, you'll need the same heart that brought you this far. Don't let success change your character. The humility, patience, quiet strength, and unwavering faith that built this season will also sustain the one that's about to begin. As this season unfolds, don't lose sight of what has carried you this far. The same patience that strengthened you in silence. The same faith that kept you standing when nothing seemed to change. And the same quiet determination that refused to give up will continue to guide every step ahead. You're not being elevated by accident. You're being positioned with purpose. The confidence others have placed in you isn't fading. It is growing stronger with every passing moment. Even when your life appears still on the surface, decisions are being made, opportunities are taking shape, and circumstances are quietly aligning in your favor. You are not standing in an empty season. You are standing in preparation. There have been moments when you've questioned yourself. You've wondered if you were truly ready for everything you've been praying for. Maybe you've looked at your own weaknesses instead of your growth. Maybe you've focused more on what you still lack than on everything God has already developed within you. But hear this clearly. The fact that someone trusts you so deeply is evidence that they have already seen qualities in you that perhaps you haven't fully recognized yourself. Their trust isn't blind. It's built over time. They've watched your consistency. They've seen your resilience. They've noticed how you kept moving forward even when life became difficult. They've witnessed your character under pressure. That's why their confidence in you carries so much weight. And now that confidence is beginning to create movement all around you. Everything you've survived has done more than test you. It has revealed your strength. There's another part of this battle you need to understand. It isn't only about moving you forward, it's also about protecting you from what could pull you backward. There have been influences trying to slow your progress. voices trying to discourage you, situations designed to distract you, yet, little by little, their power has been fading. Have you noticed how certain obstacles suddenly disappeared? How some problems resolved themselves without the struggle you expected? How certain doors quietly closed before they could lead you into disappointment? Those weren't random events. That was God's protection working behind the scenes, quietly, faithfully, powerfully. He's been guiding your steps one decision at a time, even when you couldn't see the full picture. The person who believes in you so deeply is also being guided. They may not fully understand why they feel such confidence in you, but God has placed that conviction within their heart for a purpose. They are being led to encourage you, to recommend you, to defend you, to create opportunities for you, to become part of what God is building in your life. This connection isn't accidental, it has purpose. Every meaningful relationship God brings into your journey carries an assignment. Some people are sent to teach you, some are sent to strengthen you, others are sent to help open doors you could never unlock alone. Soon, something will happen that makes all of this undeniable. A conversation, an opportunity, an unexpected invitation, a decision made in your favor. When it arrives, it may seem sudden, but deep inside, you'll recognize it immediately, because it will match everything God has been preparing within you. You'll begin seeing opportunities that reflect the trust others have already placed in your character. And when those moments arrive, don't shrink back. Don't question whether you belong there. Don't let old insecurities speak louder than God's preparation. This isn't your time to hesitate, it's your time to receive. Every experience you've lived through has been shaping you for this season. Even the painful moments, even the disappointments, even the delays, none of them were wasted. Every lesson taught you wisdom. Every challenge developed endurance. Every quiet victory strengthened your spirit. That's why you're more prepared than you feel. Your readiness isn't measured by your emotions, it's measured by your growth. There are also people who never expected you to rise. Some assumed you would remain exactly where they left you. Some believed your best days were behind you, but they're beginning to witness changes they can't explain. Your growth will challenge their expectations, not because you're trying to prove them wrong, but because you're finally becoming who God created you to be. You don't have to fight for recognition anymore. Recognition naturally follows genuine character. What God has prepared for you won't require endless striving. When the right door opens, you'll know. As these blessings become more visible, remain firmly rooted in your faith. Don't allow success to replace your dependence on God. The same foundation that sustained you through hardship must also sustain you through abundance. God isn't lifting you just to watch you fall again. He's establishing you in a place that reflects everything He's been developing within you. And the trust surrounding your life will continue opening new paths as you faithfully walk forward. But this season is about far more than opportunity. It reaches much deeper than personal success. God is preparing your life to impact other people. The victories you're about to experience aren't meant to end with you. They're meant to inspire someone else, to strengthen another person's faith, to become evidence that God still works through ordinary people who remain faithful. The way you respond to these new opportunities will matter. The way you carry yourself will matter. The way you use what you've been given will matter. Because you're not only being positioned to receive, you're also being prepared to pour into others. Never believe you're walking this road alone. Even during the seasons when you felt isolated, even when no one seemed to understand, God was with you every step of the way. He strengthened you when you were exhausted. He protected you when you never realized danger was near. He carried you through moments that should have broken you. Yet here you are, still standing, still believing, still moving forward. That quiet strength is part of the reason others trust you today. So don't rush what God is unfolding. Don't try to control every detail. You don't have to chase what He's already bringing toward you. Your responsibility is simple. Remain faithful. Remain teachable. Remain steady. Everything else is unfolding exactly as it should. Before we continue, if this message has encouraged your heart and you'd like to grow beyond today's video, you'll find a wonderful community waiting through the link in the description. We share deeper Bible studies, exclusive teachings, and a place where believers encourage one another every step of the journey. And if you ever feel led to support this ministry, there's also a link in the pinned comment. Your generosity is never expected, but it's always deeply appreciated because it helps these messages reach more people who need hope. For a long time, God has been preparing you quietly, teaching you strength through silence, developing patience while you waited, giving you wisdom through seasons of confusion. Those hidden lessons are now becoming the very tools you'll need for everything that's ahead. You may not realize it yet, but people are beginning to see you differently. Those who once overlooked you are paying attention. Some who doubted you are questioning the opinions they once held. More importantly, there are people who have already recognized your value. Their confidence isn't built on circumstances. It's rooted in what they've consistently seen inside you. That's why their support carries such influence. You may have spent years trying to prove yourself, trying to earn recognition, trying to convince others of your worth. But the season ahead is different. Recognition will come naturally because of who you've already become. The battle surrounding your life is shifting. What once felt like constant resistance is becoming alignment. Challenges may still appear, but they won't have the same power to stop your progress. You're entering a season where obstacles lose their ability to define your future, and that changes everything. There is something else you need to carry with you as this new season unfolds. Greater trust also brings greater responsibility. When people place this level of confidence in you, it means they already see someone capable of carrying more. Someone dependable, someone steady under pressure, someone who can lead with wisdom when the moment calls for it. Don't be intimidated by that. Honor it. Every difficult season you've walked through has been preparing you for this responsibility. The uncertainty, the setbacks, and even the moments that stretched your faith were shaping the person you're becoming today. You were never expected to figure everything out on your own. God has been guiding you from the beginning, and He will continue placing the right people beside you at exactly the right time. The one who believes in you isn't the only person God is raising up. Others are coming. Some will bring wisdom, some will open doors, some will encourage you when you're weary. Others will simply stand beside you when you need support the most. Every one of them has a purpose in the story God is writing through your life. That's why you should never underestimate the relationships He brings into your path. Even now, there may still be moments when doubt tries to creep back into your heart. You may question whether you're truly capable of carrying everything that's ahead. When those thoughts come, don't listen to fear. Remember where God has already brought you from. Remember the battles you've survived. Remember the prayers He has already answered. Remember the strength He gave you when you thought you couldn't take another step. Those victories weren't small. They were preparing you for today. They are the very reason others trust you now. Soon you'll begin seeing confirmations that these words are true. Conversations will begin unfolding in unexpected ways. Opportunities will appear that perfectly match the person you've become. Situations that once seemed impossible will suddenly begin moving. These aren't coincidences, they're confirmations, gentle reminders that God has been working long before you ever saw the results. Pay attention to those moments. Don't dismiss them. Each one is pointing you toward the path God has prepared. As everything begins changing around you, guard your character carefully. It's easy to remain humble when no one notices you. The real test comes when recognition finally arrives. Don't allow success to change the heart that brought you here. Stay kind, stay honest, stay teachable, stay faithful. The same integrity that built trust in this season will protect everything God places in your hands next. You aren't becoming someone different. You're simply stepping fully into the person God has been shaping all along. Looking back, you'll begin to understand why every chapter of your journey mattered. The delays, the disappointments, the waiting, the unanswered questions. None of it was wasted. You weren't being rejected, you were being refined. And now the trust others have placed in you is beginning to take visible form through real opportunities, meaningful relationships, and doors that are finally opening. Understand something else. When trust begins attracting attention, it also attracts resistance. Not everyone will understand your growth. Some people will question it. Others may even try to diminish it. But their opinions cannot stop what God has already set into motion. Purpose is always stronger than criticism. The support surrounding you carries far greater weight than the voices speaking against you. You are being upheld by something much greater than human approval. So don't become distracted by opinions. Keep your eyes fixed on God's direction. The person who believes in you is also approaching a moment of action. Until now, their confidence may have remained quiet. But soon, belief will become decision. And that decision will influence your future in ways you never expected. It may arrive suddenly, it may surprise you, but when it does, something inside your spirit will recognize it immediately. Because it will carry peace instead of confusion. It won't feel forced, it will feel right. It has been developing quietly for far longer than you realize. When it arrives, you'll understand that God was faithful all along. While you're waiting for that moment, protect your peace. Don't let excitement become anxiety. Don't rush ahead trying to control every detail. You don't have to know everything before taking the next step. You only need enough faith to follow where God is leading. Peace will guard your heart. Clarity will guide your decisions. There were seasons when you truly believed you were walking alone. You wondered whether anyone noticed your effort, whether anyone appreciated your faithfulness, whether anyone believed in you. But you weren't as alone as you thought. There were people quietly observing, watching your consistency, respecting your character, building trust in you without ever announcing it. That quiet confidence has now matured into something powerful. It's becoming action. Support that was once hidden is beginning to reveal itself. You're entering a season where your voice will carry greater influence. Not because you're seeking power, but because you've learned responsibility. People will begin valuing your perspective. They'll seek your counsel. They'll trust your judgment. The preparation you've experienced has made you ready for those moments. What you say, how you respond, and the decisions you make will influence more lives than you currently realize. As everything unfolds, you'll also begin noticing connections that once seemed invisible. People, places, conversations, events, they'll begin fitting together like pieces of a puzzle. What once looked random will reveal itself as part of God's design, and that realization will strengthen your confidence. You'll recognize that every step, even the painful ones, was leading you here. When you begin sensing this shift, don't retreat. It's natural to feel uncertain whenever God opens a new chapter. But uncertainty doesn't mean you're unprepared. It simply means you're growing. Trust yourself because God has already been preparing you. Trust His process because He has never abandoned you. And trust the people He places beside you because He knows exactly who belongs in your journey. Greater clarity is also coming. Questions that once confused you will begin finding answers. Decisions that once felt impossible will become much easier. Paths that looked uncertain will suddenly become clear. Pay attention to that quiet inner peace. Often, that's how God confirms you're walking in the right direction. Don't ignore it. You've overcome far more than you sometimes give yourself credit for. Take a moment to recognize how far you've come. Every challenge strengthened you. Every hardship matured you. Every delay developed your patience. You're no longer the person you were when this journey began. You've grown. And that growth is exactly what others are beginning to recognize. This isn't a temporary moment. It's the beginning of a completely new alignment. The trust surrounding your life is becoming visible through real actions, real opportunities, and real change. What was hidden is stepping into the light, and something beautiful is happening within you. A quiet confidence is beginning to grow, not confidence rooted in pride, but confidence rooted in knowing that God has carried you every step of the way. You're beginning to realize that this new season isn't beyond your ability. It's perfectly matched to the person you've become. So when these opportunities arrive, don't hold back. Walk through every door with humility. Receive every blessing with gratitude, and continue trusting the one who brought you this far. If this message has been speaking directly to your heart, stay with me just a little longer, because what we're about to uncover brings everything together in a way that may completely change how you see this season of your life. There are conversations taking place right now that have your name at the center of them. You may not have been invited into those rooms. You may never know every detail that was spoken. But that doesn't change the fact that God is already moving on your behalf. Someone is making decisions with you in mind. Someone is opening their heart to support you. Someone is beginning to act on the trust they've built in you over time. When those moments finally reach you, they won't feel like lucky breaks. They'll feel like answered prayers. You'll recognize them as part of something God has been preparing long before you ever saw the first sign. When that season arrives, how you respond will matter. Stay humble, stay grateful, stay anchored in the values that carried you through every difficult season. Don't let sudden change create confusion within your heart. The opportunities God brings into your life are gifts, but your character is what will allow you to keep them. The wisdom you've gained through hardship will become one of your greatest strengths. Handle every blessing with humility. Treat every opportunity with gratitude. And remember that trust grows even stronger when it is honored well. As these doors continue opening, you'll also notice something changing inside you. Old fears won't have the same control they once did. Old doubts will begin losing their voice. The limitations that once convinced you to play small will slowly disappear. You're no longer living from the mindset that held you back. God is renewing the way you see yourself. The battle that once tried to break your spirit is becoming the very process that builds your confidence. You're not merely surviving anymore, you're becoming stronger, you're becoming wiser, you're becoming ready. Leave behind every belief that no longer belongs in the future God is preparing for you. Fear cannot follow you where faith is leading. Shame cannot remain where grace has already done its work. The season ahead requires a renewed mind and a willing heart. You're also beginning to attract a different kind of attention. Not attention built on popularity, not attention rooted in pride, but recognition that comes from genuine character. People are beginning to see your value without you having to convince them. They recognize your integrity, they notice your consistency, they respect the quiet strength you've carried through difficult seasons. For the first time in a long while, you won't have to fight to be understood. The right people will simply recognize what God has already placed inside you. That's one of the clearest signs that your season is changing. Another truth you need to hold on to is this: God's timing has never been late. Even when you believed everything was delayed, even when you questioned why certain doors refused to open, He was never withholding something good from you. He was aligning every detail. Every delay had a purpose. Every closed door protected something greater. Every season of waiting was preparing both you and the opportunities that would eventually meet you. Now those preparations are beginning to intersect. The waiting is giving way to movement. The uncertainty is giving way to clarity. The hidden work is becoming visible. You may also notice that people begin approaching you differently. The same individuals who once overlooked your potential may suddenly treat you with greater respect. Others who remain distant may begin reaching out. Some will offer support. Others will offer opportunities. Many will simply recognize the growth they've witnessed in your life. Accept these changes with grace, but don't allow them to change who you are. Remain the same person who trusted God before recognition ever arrived, because your character, not your circumstances, is what brought you here, and it will continue carrying you forward. There's another beautiful truth unfolding in this season. A deeper sense of purpose is beginning to rise inside you. Perhaps you've sensed it already. A quiet feeling that your life was created for something greater than simply getting by. That feeling isn't your imagination. It's God awakening you to the next chapter of your calling. As the days ahead unfold, that purpose will become clearer. You'll begin seeing how your experiences, your struggles, and your victories were never only about you. They were preparing you to encourage others, to strengthen others, to become living evidence of God's faithfulness. What you're receiving isn't meant to stop with you. It's meant to overflow into the lives of people around you. The battle you've endured isn't ending with silence. It's ending with clarity. It's ending with movement. It's ending with visible evidence that God has been working all along. Soon, you'll begin seeing the results of everything that has been happening behind the scenes. prayers, the preparation, the protection, the waiting. It has all been leading to this moment, so remain ready. Because when these opportunities arrive, they will require courage as much as faith. A new strength is rising within you, not loud, not boastful, not demanding attention, but steady, peaceful, unshakable. It's the strength that only comes from walking through trials and discovering that God never abandoned you. It's the strength that grows after choosing forgiveness instead of bitterness. The strength that develops after trusting God when nothing around you made sense. People can feel that strength, even if they can't explain it. That's one of the reasons they're drawn to you. It's one of the reasons they trust you. It's one of the reasons new opportunities are beginning to appear. You'll also notice that life won't require the same exhausting struggle you've grown accustomed to. That doesn't mean every challenge disappears, but unnecessary resistance begins falling away. Where confusion once ruled, clarity begins leading. Where obstacles once blocked your progress, grace begins making a way. Where every step once felt heavy, momentum begins carrying you forward. You'll still need to remain faithful. You'll still need to act. You'll still need to steward every opportunity wisely. But you won't have to fight every battle alone. God has already gone before you. If this message has strengthened your faith, I want to invite you to keep growing with us. Beyond these videos, there's a wonderful community where we spend more time in God's Word, encourage one another, and walk this journey together. You'll find the link in the description if you'd like to be part of it. And if these messages have blessed your life and you ever feel led to help this ministry continue reaching people around the world, you'll also find a support link in the pinned comment. Your kindness is never expected, but every gift helps us continue sharing hope with those who need it most. Now stay with me, because what comes next may be the confirmation you've been praying to receive. Decisions are already being made that carry your name. You haven't heard every conversation. You haven't seen every meeting. You don't know every heart that's been moved on your behalf. But that doesn't mean those moments aren't happening. Someone is speaking about you with confidence. Someone is defending your character. Someone is recommending you because they believe you're the right person. Their trust is shaping outcomes long before those results ever reach you. You may not have realized those conversations were taking place, but they are, and they're moving in your favor. When those decisions finally become visible, they'll bring real change into your life. So keep your heart open. Sometimes the very blessing you've prayed for can feel unfamiliar when it finally arrives. Don't mistake new opportunities for uncertainty. Don't let hesitation convince you to walk away from what God has prepared. Receive what He places before you with confidence. Because what is coming isn't meant to harm you. It's meant to grow you. It's meant to stretch your faith. It's meant to reveal everything God has been developing inside you all along. As these moments unfold, you'll begin noticing confirmation after confirmation. Small details will suddenly connect. Conversations will line up with prayers you've prayed. Unexpected opportunities will appear at exactly the right time. People will enter your life carrying exactly what you've been needing. None of these things are accidents. They are reminders that God has been leading you every step of the way. Pay close attention to those moments. They will strengthen your faith. They will remind you that you're walking the path God prepared long before you arrived here. You have also been protected more times than you realize. There were situations that could have distracted you from your purpose. Relationships that would have slowed your growth. Opportunities that looked promising but would have taken you in the wrong direction. Quietly, God redirected them. At the time, it may have felt disappointing. You may have wondered why certain plans failed, why certain people walked away, why some doors remained firmly closed. But now you're beginning to understand. What looked like rejection was often protection. What felt like delay was preparation. What seemed like loss became God's way of preserving something far greater. Looking back, you'll see His hand in moments you once struggled to understand. If these words have spoken to your heart, don't leave just yet. Take a moment to subscribe so you don't miss the next message. There are many more conversations like this waiting to encourage your faith, and someone you care about may need this message just as much as you did today. Share it with them, and let God use your simple act of kindness to bring hope into another person's life. This ministry continues because people who believe in these messages choose to stand with us. If you've been encouraged and ever feel led to help us continue reaching hearts around the world, you'll find a support link in the pinned comment. And if you'd like to grow beyond today's message, our community in the description offers deeper Bible studies, exclusive teachings, and a place to walk this journey alongside other believers. There's never any pressure, only an open invitation whenever you're ready. As you move forward, remember this above everything else. You are not walking blindly. You are being led. You are not carrying this future by yourself. God is carrying it with you. Every challenge you've overcome, every prayer you've whispered, every tear you've cried, every lesson you've learned, every act of obedience that no one else noticed, none of it has been forgotten. Every one of those moments has become part of the foundation beneath your feet. The trust surrounding your life didn't appear overnight. It was built through faithfulness. It was strengthened through endurance. It was shaped through countless moments when you chose to honor God instead of giving in to fear. That's why it carries such power today. You are entering a season where people won't simply hear about your character. They'll experience it. They'll see the peace you carry. They'll notice the wisdom in your decisions. They'll recognize the quiet confidence that's from someone who has walked through hardship without allowing hardship to define them. That influence isn't for your glory. It's for God's purpose. He's positioning you so your life becomes an encouragement to others who are still fighting battles you've already overcome. You'll become living proof that waiting wasn't wasted, that faith wasn't misplaced, that God truly works behind the scenes, even when nothing seems to be changing. As these opportunities continue unfolding, don't forget where your strength comes from. Stay close to God. Remain humble. Continue listening for His direction. Keep serving with the same heart you had before recognition arrived, because the same faithfulness that opened these doors will also sustain everything that follows. When unexpected favor finds you, receive it with gratitude. When new responsibilities are placed into your hands, carry them with wisdom. When others begin believing in you, remember that every good gift ultimately comes from God. There will still be moments when uncertainty tries to return. There may be days when you wonder whether you're truly ready. When that happens, don't look at your fears. Look at God's faithfulness. Remember every season He has already carried you through. Remember every obstacle that once seemed impossible, but now sits behind you. If He brought you through those battles, He will certainly lead you through the victories ahead. You don't need to have every answer today. You only need to take the next faithful step. God already sees the entire road. He knows every person you'll meet, every opportunity that's waiting, every conversation that will shape your future, every blessing that's already moving towards you. Nothing catches Him by surprise, and because it doesn't surprise Him, it doesn't have to frighten you. Walk forward with peace. Walk forward with confidence. Walk forward knowing that what God has prepared for you cannot be taken away by fear, delayed by doubt, or destroyed by the opinions of others. The trust He has allowed others to place in you will continue opening doors at exactly the right time. The protection surrounding your life will continue guiding your steps, and the purpose He's written over your future will continue unfolding one faithful day at a time. So don't grow weary. Don't lose heart. Don't believe that your waiting has been meaningless. He has been working in silence. He has been arranging what you could not see. He has been preparing people, opportunities, and moments that are now beginning to move towards you. Stand firm. Remain faithful. Keep trusting Him, because what He has been preparing for your life isn't just possible anymore. It's already on its way. Amen.